Good morning, everyone. Today is May 26, 2020. It's time for a baby budgie update. The oldest budgie girl, I have moved her into this little brooder where she has a lot more room than being in that small incubator. Plus, I'm trying to lower the temperature to room temperature. And I had put the little one in here, and that was almost a disaster. He wasn't ready for it. He didn't have feathers. Also, these guys have been extremely difficult to take care of. This is actually not normal. Both these birds have medical complications, and a normal hand feeding of baby budgies is, as long as they're healthy and well, isn't that hard other than the amount of feedings. So these guys have been extremely trying, and I feel like all my knowledge and all my skill has been really put to the test, and it's not over yet. Anyways, I did get a surprise that I've got mixed feelings about. Let me get her out and show you the other little budgie. She had to be moved because she's too close to this. She's gotten big enough that she can grab this now, and I didn't want her messing with moving parts, so out she went. Plus, she's got enough feathers that she can keep warm if the temperature is less. Now, this little guy, move her so she's not so loud. He's extremely underdeveloped. He should look like her. They're only 2 days apart. And he's too small. He's not growing. I don't know. I'm really worried about him. He's only gotten feathers on his back, which are the down feathers. Let me cover this up and... Alright, now the big surprise with her was... You notice anything odd about her head? She is a crested budgie. It is a mutation that causes the feathers on the head to grow forward. If she had been a male, I would name her Mo. And I noticed this early on because I've just seen so many baby budgies that I know what directions their feathers would go. And this was really obvious to me once these head feathers started coming in, even when they were just little knobs. She's feathered up nicely. She's getting her little shoulder blade feathers. Those are going to be so pretty. Little white ones. Little tail is coming in. And do we have chest feathers? Not really. Those, I don't count down feathers. I'm talking about flight feathers and contour feathers, which are the soft body feathers. Alright, she is high energy, rambunctious. Let's put her away. She can take a nap. She's on a heating pad. Humidity is much less in this brooder, which is something that they weren't happy about when they were used to like 75% humidity. Her eyes got little birds when they don't get enough water. Their eyes will shrink, but she'll get used to it. She has to acclimate to normal conditions. Leave it cracked just a bit so that it doesn't get too hot. We're trying to lower the temperature for her to get used to being in normal room. Well, here's Minion and the teenagers. They're playing and eating. Pretty much all they do. But I'll talk a little bit of what I know about the crested mutation. I never really wanted a crested budgie. I would go to the bird shows and see the mutations there, and I'd make fun and tell Chris, maybe one day I'll get one that's a full crested, because they look like they have a bowl cut, and I want a male, and I'll name it Mo from the Three Stooges, because that's exactly what it makes me think of. But something always seemed wrong to me with those mutations. I don't like any of the feather mutations, and some of them are just really bad, and the birds can't even move around. But yeah, some books were telling me that if you pair two cresteds, then it's the babies will not survive. They can't be bred because their babies die. It's just genetic death. But my friend AC Tipton 80, she's been looking more into this. And the other thing that was just blowing our minds was that I don't have any crested budgies. And the mother, Emma the second, is not crested. And crested is a dominant mutation, like green and gray. So, in theory, to get a crested baby, you have to have one parent that is crested, and all the babies would show up like that. So, we were just like, what is going on? How did this happen? And, of course, the other possibility was a spontaneous mutation, which is how all these colors and patterns and things popped up in the first place. You just have a weird baby born because a random change happens in the genes that's extremely rare. But my friend AC Tipton also did some researching and looking around and found out that more is known about this gene now, and despite the fact that it's dominant, it's kind of also a unpredictable gene. And sometimes a bird can have it but not show it. That means that the mother, Emma the second, has it. So I wouldn't say she's carrying it, because then she is a crested, but her feathers aren't crested. They don't show up. So that's what happened, and only why one baby got it and not these three, I don't know. But I'm glad these three didn't get it. We'll see what this lacewing looks like when she grows up. And the other thing I want to talk about, let me get Minion out. Yes, come on out, Minion. I'm glad everyone, hope you guys all had a good Memorial Day yesterday, whether you went out or you just took it easy and stayed home. Everyone loved the picture of Minion in front of the Statue of Liberty, and everybody thought it was one of my art or Photoshop jobs. No, it was a real photo. I'll show you how I did it. Here's the calendar. Just like that. He's not doing it this time. Mwah. Budgie got kissed. Come here. So that is how I took that photo. And I'm glad it turned out so nice. It's definitely something I'll be using for 4th of July. Alright, so that is the budgie update. Hope you guys have a good one. Des signing off.